You know, I think a guy who really understood this and got this is the Apostle Paul. The Apostle Paul wrote things like this. He said, listen, earth's not our home. Our citizenship is in heaven. Paul said, you know what? I don't know what to do. I'm kind of hard-pressed facing my death. What I would like to do is just go ahead and go to heaven, but it's really more necessary for me to stay right here and be with you and do the work of God. He said, I'd prefer to leave. The Bible says that Paul tells us, he says, hey, your body is just a tent. It's a temporary dwelling. This is not your forever home. You know what a tent is. A tent's a place you go, sleep maybe a night or two, and then you fold it up, put it in a box, and you go home, right? Now, I think that's why when we age, I think that's why we get wrinkles. It's just our tent being folded up. Now, I know some of y'all kind of fighting that. You got enough Botox, we're going to have to lay you out for a couple of weeks before we can fold you up, right? But the idea, the picture is this body is not home. One of the great scriptures that Paul gave us around this concept comes from 2 Corinthians chapter 5, where he says this. He says, we're of good courage, and I say, we prefer to be absent from this body and be at home with the Lord. Hey, would you think about that concept with me just for a second? Could we just think on this? Hey, look, in a world where everything is troubling right now, would you let this perspective of Paul, this promise of Jesus, become an anchor for your soul today? In a day and time where our health is at risk and where death is a very real reality for us, our mortality is in front of us, would you let this promise of Jesus believe that heaven is home? Would you lock into that and let it shape your perspective about what really matters and give you confidence that even death wouldn't scare you?